Для тех, кто пропустил, вчера были получены 5 звезд везде. Поэтому больше, кроме сюжета, ничего не остается. Ничего. Дороги ремонтировать кто будет? Другие игроки. Я ремонтник, что ли? Я строитель. Флешки я не собираюсь находить. Нафиг надо. Ну, побежали. О, там какой-то пердеж. Слушай, там напердели жестко. Там что-то просто мега жестко напержено. Блин, бил коту по жопе, сейчас он меня взял и укусил в палец, и теперь болит. Козел. Так, и чё? Ну, они не выглядят агрессивными абсолютно. И чё? Окей. Ага. Ах ты, сука! Ты сразу умеешь взрываться? Да пошли в очко от меня. Да что происходит? Я вообще ничего не вижу. Чё? А, тут уже обычные челы.
Valid activation key confirmed. Interfacing with NOT network.
Опа! Все? Готово? Я прошел игру. 4-зарядный ракетомет. Угу. Человеческие жертвы под лондонским мостом. Все, можно домой идти?
Whoever else strike at us now, even if they succeed in destroying the knot, the network will endure. Everything passes through the beach now, and the beach will keep us together. But we can't rest yet. You still have one more job to do, Sam. A new nation needs a new leader. And only one woman has what it takes to succeed Bridget Strand. A woman destined from birth to inherit this legacy. Emily. She's out there, and she needs your help. Bring her home, Sam, and keep an eye out for Higgs. He could be zeroing in on her as we speak. Now that Edge Knot City's linked up, she should be getting ready to head to your private room. So check yourself in, and sit tight.
Окей.
Sam.
Это еще кто?
You came for me. I knew you would. Sam, it's me.
Emily.
I need to tell you something. I am the extinction entity.
Ну, я в курсе, да. Мне как бы уже про это рассказали, и чё? Удивило. Лол, удивило просто.
density increasing rapidly. Contact imminent. Combat preparations strongly advised. Repeat. Contact with unidentified entity imminent.
Не, мы сначала поедим, попьем, посрем. Как в контексте игры объясняется понятие фактора вымирания? Ну, что-то типа пациент Zero. Так, посрали. Посым теперь еще. Куда мне некуда торопиться вообще. Фигурки посмотрим, да. Я случайно кликнул, ну да ладно. Посмотрим фигурки еще. Вот такие вот фигурки у меня есть. Кошмары и воспоминания. Это что такое? Переживите в памяти кошмарные эпизоды войны. Нихуя себе. Так можно было? А зачем? Так, помоемся обязательно. Посрали из жопы, да. Все верно. Проверим почту, естественно, нашу. Ну, видимо, все. Ладно, погнали. О, сейчас будет супер приход. Найс. Может, покажут, что с батиной как случилось. Лайки ББ уже не нужны, с ним 5 звезд. Да, блять, когда уже покажут-то? Ёбаный рот. Так, изготовить снаряжение. 4-зарядный ракетомет. Зачем ты нужен? Затеять гематические гранаты эффективными против твари. Имейте в виду, что запас ракет не выполняется в личном помещении. Давай сделаем. Так, что нам еще надо? Ну там сейчас твари будут. Против твари броня не очень нужна нам, как я понимаю. Так, оружие надо какое-то сделать, да? Можно травматическую винтовку 3 сделать, кстати говоря. Она же стреляет по этим тварям. Давайте сделаем. Атака титанов?
Everything I needed, Sam. A complete chiral network. Spread all across America. Connecting all them precious little nuts. I got the whole world in the palm of my hand.
Five. We've had 5 mass extinctions, each caused by an extinction entity. And now it's time for number 6.
Винтовку возьми и стреляй в него. В чем проблема?
This is the granddaddy of them all. BT antimatter voiding out all life as we know it. And it wouldn't be possible without a Boy Scout like you, willing to make us whole again. What do you say? Come on! Time to meet your ender. Homily?
Sam.
Чел, я тебе винтовку для чего дал? Для чего? Вот скажи, пожалуйста, для чего я тебе дал винтовку? Вот я сейчас для чего ее крафтил?
The great work is nearly complete. Every knot is joined. Soon, I will merge them and all mankind's beaches into a single shore. And then will come an extinction like no other. More massive than any before it. The last. This is my purpose.
What the hell they do to you?
The last stranding. My reason for being. The first was nothing more than a prelude.
Показывают мне солнце.
Surely you figured it out.
Dude, people like us? She's the source of it all.
Nightmares that haunt us, the visions of an inescapable future.
Sound familiar? Happy fucking doomsday, Sam! Fuck you!
Fuck you, Leatherman.
Sam. Don't you get it?
You can speed this up or slow it down, but you cannot stop what we've started. Even if you beat me, you can't save her.
Да, честно говоря, как-то и поебать на нее так-то.
So all this is a done deal.
They come and get me.
Так, ну и чё? Ну. Так, ладно, давайте проверим эту хуйню. Да фу, блядь, уйди нахуй. А, тут понос. Ну охуенно просто. Давайте в хуй выстрелю, я не знаю. Да иди нахуй, блядь. Бери свои пакли, блядь, поганые.
Time to reset.
Ну что, ты в плечо залез теперь, да? Ну, пиздец. Вот никогда бы я не догадался, где ты, блядь. Чё? Да какой гранатомет? Ты рофлишь, что ли? Кровь давай. Вот, 4-зарядный, кстати, это нормально. Да фу, блядь, отстань. Да иди нахуй. Так, где мои микрочелы? Так, ну сейчас я гранатку выкину последнюю. Блядь, иди нахуй. Убери свои пакли поганые. На нахуй. На нахуй. Убери свои пакли, блядь, от меня. Да, блядь, ёбаная медуза говна. Ну-ка, можно ей в ебало выстрелить? Ой, у него, смотрите, у него какой-то понос вырос на хвосте. Чел, ну пока что ты не делаешь ровным счетом нихуя просто. Ты очень жалкий, очень. Единственное, как ты можешь выиграть, если у меня кровь закончится. А она что-то как-то начинает заканчиваться, как будто. Ну, если это все, что ты можешь, то ты супер жалкий чел. Просто омега жалкий, блядь. Я сейчас, блядь, вам дам нахуй. Пошли нахуй от меня. Это сюжетная была? Нет? Ну понятно, ладно. Самый лучший босс за всю историю видеоигр? Ну типа того. Самый позорный босс за всю историю видеоигр. Он меня убил один раз не потому, что он меня убил, а потому что я ему позволил это сделать. Сюда хинкали давай мои. В смысле? В смысле, блядь, куда они полетели?
She's fine. Extinction's on hold for now. Let her go! All that for repatriating. What a waste.
Ну видно же, что не пробил, блядь. Что ты начинаешь? Сука, я, блядь, тебе для чего винтовку брал? Я для чего тебе брал, блядь, винтовку? Ой, блядь. Ой, блядь. Я тебе для чего, сука, винтовку взял, а? Ну какие души курьеров? Ты где? Где? А, вон есть какие-то. Давайте потрогаем их. Чел. Оп. Сюда. Еще чел есть? Нету? Это один чел здесь летал, и все? А, нет, вон еще один летает. Дай жопу. Да в смысле коснитесь для сканирования? О, это я. Ну и хули. Ну и чё? Почему меня-то нельзя потрогать? Оп. Сюда. Fixing ass. Найс. Держи, заслужил.
Higgs wants to connect the knots of your network with Emily's beach. So it's pretty clear where they went.
So how do we get there?
I can't. But you and Emily have a strong connection. You've been to her beach plenty of times, right? You can make the jump. You gonna come through for me?
I'll try to take him alive.
Promise me. I'm the one who finishes him off. Good. Then I'll help you get where you need to go.
Нам еще долго, может, покушаешь? Да я офну скорее просто. Через часик-другой.
I can send us both at once. But I'll be right behind you.
I thought you said you couldn't go to her.
I can't. But I can go to you. By the ties that bind us together. The Dreamcatcher will lead you to her.
And then?
Да я не
And
офаю.
Songa will lead me to you. You're going in like that?
Yeah, I don't need a weapon. I'm not gonna take Lou either. Fragile.
What?
Do you have anything to eat?
Oh,
Блядь, даже здесь издеваются.
got you hooked, huh? Sam, be careful.
Worst comes to worst. Take care of Lou, all right?
For this to work, I'll have to touch you. Close your eyes. Now picture Amelie in her beach. You love her, right? You love her. There it is.
Да, у меня есть еда-то, она нахуй стоит. Не, жука бы не захавал.
Amelie?
Sam? What are you doing here?
You ready to end this? Before the end of everything?
What are you gonna do to her?
What I'm supposed to do? Keep the extinction entity safe until the slate is wiped clean. There's no stopping the sixth extinction. No matter what you, me, or anybody else does, humanity has a few 100,000 years left, tops. Why don't we just cut to the chase? Accept our fate. Let the creatures before us. We all know what's coming. Why delay the inevitable? Those of us with dooms, her, we're all bound here for a reason. We are all of us a part of the Death Strand. This place, this fucking beach. There's no repatriation here, no. One of us dies, that's it. He goes to the other side. It's nice, huh? Lucky loser gets to put an end to this rinse and repeat bullshit once and for all. So, no BTs, no void outs, no bullshit. Just a good old-fashioned boss fight. Stick versus rope. Gun versus Strand. One more ending before the end. One last game over.
I am the particle of God. Come on! Eat this!
Будем сейчас в него кидаться коробками.
We've got all the time in the world, if you don't mind Amelie's. I'm gonna find you.
Или еще лучше будем просто его коробкой бить. Че там было такое? А, у меня вообще ничего нет. Ё-моё. На нахуй. Ну вот он я, давай, стреляй. Ну хули ты, давай, стреляй. Мне нужно продолжать его пиздить или что? Ладно, буду продолжать пиздить его просто пока. Ну какая же ты хуила, блядь, ебаная, а? Да беги, блядь!
I don't need the gun, Sam. I can beat you. I can beat you.
Нахуй иди, блядь. Блядь, возьми ёбаную коробку в руки. На нахуй, блядь. Ты же на ножах хотел, крыса. Сука. Ну конечно, блядь, сука, какое же хуёвое управление сделал гений ваш, бля, ну какое же хуёвое, просто пиздец, блядь, как отвратительно, блядь. Сука, нихуя не вращается, блядь, нихуя не работает, блядь. Ой, блядь, я не могу, как хуёво-то, а? Сука, не могли сделать нормальный хит-детекшн, а? Ну просто пиздец. Да хотя чё я? Охуенно, просто, блядь, отлично. Да, постой на месте, постой, блядь, на месте, нахуй. Потрясающе просто, обожаю такую хуйню, когда ты жмешь, блядь, на кнопки, но нихуя не происходит. Просто, блядь, лучшее вообще, что есть в играх. Да, конечно! Блядь! Сука, всратая хуйня, блядь, из жопы. Конечно, ты, блядь, попадешь! Шел нахуй, блядь. Да я поем спокойно. Ну понятно. Ну это охуенно просто. Да, мне не дают возможности отхилиться. Класс. За спину будет телепортироваться ведь, да? Сука. Сука, чмо, блядь, ебаное. Ну ты дурак, блядь.
Stop this thing. No one can. We got doomed, Sam. This was only ever gonna end one way. So come on!
Так, хорошо. Все, блок вижу. Блять. Да я блять, я нажал, ёбаный рот, а. Ах ты, сука, блять. Комбить вздумала, тварь. Ну а хули мне делать? У меня стамина не регенится, блядь.
son of a...
Ой, блядь, в пизду. На нахуй. Давай, блядь, поехали. Ах ты мразь, блядь, я тебе, сука, пожру сейчас.
Fucking die already!
Да хуй ты делаешь? За волосы надо его тащить, за волосы. Что ты делаешь-то, блядь? Еще искусственное дыхание ему сейчас сделай.
You're getting a little touchy-feely there, Mr. Phasmophobia. Well, congratulations. You won the game. Too bad you didn't stop shit. Well, get on with it.
Guess I left a lasting impression. I'm fragile. But I'm not that fragile. This time you're the one who's going to break.
Is that right? I think you'll find our bond is made of stronger stuff. Jimmy Pillar, damn it!
Oh, what's this? You're already broken.
The fuck? I'm Higgs. I'm the particle of God that permeates all existence. What are you? Honey, you ain't nothing but damaged goods.
You are damaged goods.
Ты урод. Нет, ты урод. Еще одну фенечку от Фриджайла.
There you go. As promised.
Thanks.
What took you so long?
Ты же дороги строил и 5 звездочек набивал везде, да.
I brought you a metaphor.
А ты стрелять-то не собираешься, конечно, да?
Tell the lifers with Porter syndrome what happens when you hide behind the mask.
No. You keep it. It's better they hear it from the woman herself.
One more thing. Your little one managed to bring it here by picturing it as equipment. You mind? Babysitting sucks. So where should I send you? Back east?
He doesn't need your help. He's got the chiral network. And he's got me. We can jump east together.
Кто тебе вообще разрешал говорить, блядь? Ебало свою закрой, я тебя не понесу сейчас, блядь, с кривого узла.
But we're good for now. Besides, I'm sure they need you back at Fragile Express.
Yeah. Better to scoop up all the pieces and put them back together. Wouldn't want to settle for anything less than perfection.
Fragile.
We're square, nothing owed, nothing left to say. So long, Sam.
Come on. Let's go. We still have work to do. Do you still believe in me?
Нет, я никогда и не верил.
Even without Higgs, I am a walking time bomb. I can end it all just like that. But what I want, what I have always wanted, was to be a part of it. For us all to be one. What?
Tell me the truth. Was this all for you or all for Bridget?
This is for our country. For our future, that is the truth. There's something that you need to know, Sam. When you were back east, I slipped out of here and I went to visit you.
What? You lied? Fuck me. You have any idea what it took for me to get here?
You wouldn't have come if I hadn't. You didn't care about America or bridges. But we did know one thing you did care about. Something you were willing to cross a continent for. A reason to build the UCA. It was Die Hard Man's idea.
Great. So I'm Mario and you're Princess Peach. You're right. I never gave a shit about this country. I have no ties to anything or anyone but you.
I'm so sorry, Sam. But it all worked out in the end.
I guess that's taken care of.
I know you have questions, but can you save them for after?
Sure.
Let's go home.
How do we do it? Do we jump like Fragile?
No. The beach goes the whole way. We run together.
Run?
Yeah.
Ты на каблуках, дура. Какой ран? Откуда вы вообще про Марио знаете?
Wait here, okay?
Сколько они пробежали? Метров 20?
President Bridget Strand. So you finally invited me to the beach. Remember this? It's the same gun. And now I'm using it to make things right. You were supposed to make the world whole, not fuck it all up.
Okay, then. Get on with it. There is no atonement. Not for us.
It can't be.
Is that really you?
Yes. It's me. John. Remember? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Give me back my BB.
You're looking in the wrong place.
BB!
Да пусть забирает, жалко что ли?
Emily?
Да пусть забирает, его же ребенок-то не мой.
Whoa, Sam, it's me. Sorry, didn't mean to startle you. Where am I? Back east of the Tar Belt. Your private room. You have Amelie to thank for that.
Where is she?
We don't know.
She didn't head back east?
No, but after she saw to you, she contacted HQ and left us a message.
Saying what?
I'm going to finish what Bridget started. Just that, and then... gone.
Bridget. I saw Bridget on the beach.
Sam, please. You yourself burned her body, remember? She wouldn't have remained on the beach. Couldn't have. Not even if it was her daughter's beach.
Check the logs. You've got them, don't you?
Sorry. We didn't get any of it. The only record we have is the one in your head. What else do you remember?
That guy was there too. Cliff. He took Die Hardman hostage.
The director?
That part you believe?
Well, it would explain why we haven't heard from him for so long. I always suspected him. But now I'm starting to piece together a different narrative. Something's been bothering me, you see. We've been operating on the assumption that Higgs was controlling Cliff. But that can't possibly be correct. Because Higgs is gone, and Cliff is still causing trouble.
You think Cliff is the mastermind?
Yes. He's likely holding Amelie and the director captive on the beach.
And that's where I'm going. Wait a minute. Where's Fragile?
She's safe here with us. But so long as you're over there, she won't be able to send you to the beach.
What?
You must understand, Sam. While you were unconscious, the situation changed quite a bit. We'll explain everything, I promise. But first, you should rest. All right?
Fuck rest. I'm going back to that beach.
And little Lou doesn't need a break either, I take it? Sam, you helped us extend the chiral network from coast to coast. And you dealt with Higgs, the UCA's enemy #1. We couldn't have come this far without you. But there is still one final step. We have to swear in a new president and establish a functioning government. Only then will America be whole again.
Why don't you save that shit for someone who cares? I've done my part. Fuck America. We've got bigger problems now.
I hear you, Sam. Government is the least of our concerns at this point. Cliff has Amelie, which means there may not be anything left to govern come tomorrow. If tomorrow comes at all.
Then why aren't we out there doing something about it? I don't care what she is, only that we get her back.
Right you are. Rescuing Amelie and averting the 6th extinction are one and the same. But neither will be possible unless you first come back east. We are in no position to give you orders, of course. But believe me when I say, it is the only way.
Да мне поебать, у меня и рогатки, и дороги.
Everyone's here but you.
Fragile transported us back to headquarters.
You okay?
Never been better. Oh. Delivering so many people in such a short amount of time is new.
Mama. No, Lochner.
Yeah, I'm here too. Figured I should lend a hand.
We're all waiting for you, Sam.
Ну, через полчаса приеду.
Come on, Fragile. Let's do this.
I can't, Sam. And not just because I'm a wreck. It isn't safe to use the beaches to move people anymore.
Chiral spikes have become far more frequent, possibly as a result of expanding the network nationwide. Too many beaches sharing the same space, wires get crossed, and so forth. You can see the toll it's taking on the network itself.
With things the way they are, it's too dangerous to risk jumping through the beach. Even if I reach a beach, there's no telling where I'll come out on the other side. And I could get stuck in there. That's why I can't go to you either. But if I could get to the entrance of the beach, I should be able to get you there.
The beaches are still there after all. I can personally attest to that.
So yeah, you will need to hold yourself all the way back here.
Пешком я не пойду, я поеду.
Straight to her beach.
The two of you share a very special connection. Your dreamcatcher, her kipu. They are no mere trinkets. They are singular, irreplaceable totems, embodiments of your shared memories. Two sides of a coin. The price of entry to her beach. Dreamcatchers are a product of Native American tradition, that of the Ojibwe people, to be precise. They were said to ward off nightmares, to alter one's dreams. If Dooms is indeed Amelie's gift to us, her shared dream of our future, perhaps your totem is an invitation to change it, a test, challenging you to find hope amid their hopelessness. While we await your return, I'll search the beach for Amelie and the director. I doubt my ties to them are strong enough, but better that than sitting around doing nothing.
I'll see if I can't find something in the records on the three of them. Maybe they're more connected than we know.
We're waiting for you. The way home should be easier, right?
Да.
Hurry back east. You already know the way. And when you get here... Oh.
Finders keepers. Now, get out of there and make sure you head east towards Lake Knot City. There's no cargo to deliver this time. Or rather, you're the cargo. That's the mission.
Да поехали уже, господи, блядь. Делов на полчаса. О, смотрите, кто проснулся. Смотрите-ка, кто проснулся, а. Последний заказ пиццы. Драгоценнейший мистер Сэм Бриджес, на этот раз мои известия много печальнее тех, к которым вы уже успели привыкнуть. К тому времени, когда вы получите письмо, я буду приговорен к берегу, лишенный силы, вы сами знаете кем. Но я буду вечно помнить каждый ломтик этого божественного лакомства, которое доставили к моему порогу. Увы, наши светлые отношения омрачают одно событие, достойное глубочайшего сожаления. Вы жестоко отказали мне в одной скромной просьбе. Конечно же, я говорю о той доставке из озерного узла на юг. Тот факт, что я не склонен прощать и забывать, вынуждает меня напомнить вам об этом проступке. Бросить мою посылку в Смоляное озеро вместо того, чтобы доставить ее по назначению, было бессовестно, низко и едва ли достойно профессионального курьера. Стыдно. Впрочем, слезами горю не поможет. Если вы окажете мне еще одну последнюю услугу, я верю, что смогу простить вас. Полагаю, вы уже догадались, о чем я спрошу. Конечно же, о пицце. На этот раз покажется непростым даже Но этот заказ покажется непростым даже самому опытному профессионалу. Драгоценное блюдо ожидает вас в убежище первого выживальщика на вершине заснеженной горы. Это надо доставить к моему порогу целым и невредимым. Это очень трудно, но я верю в того, кто доставляет пиццу. Более того, в знак доброй воли я открыл вам доступ в свои личные покои. Можете сколько угодно рыться в моих секретах. Почту за честь быть вашим преданным слугой Хикс Монаган. Да, без проблем. Так, ну что его? Да и Хардман его застрелил, да?
A BB candidate.
Either that or
a sacrifice.
a foundation. A bridge.
И чё? Что я, блядь, должен понять-то из этого? Ёбаный рот. Где я вообще? Чё это за место, блядь? А, понятно. Так, ботиночки нормальные. Это все, что есть? Пиздак. Так, ну поехали, чё? Вездеходный контур, левел 3. Оп. Грави, перчатки. Оп. Гамма-гранаты. 9 штук.
Sam, it's Hartman. Be advised that chiral density in regions predisposed to strandings has increased dramatically. No doubt the beach is to blame. BTs drawn into our world under these circumstances may be affected in unpredictable ways.
Why should I care, как говорится, блядь. Трек скипнется. Ну, извините. Я слишком хорошо подготовлен был. Я что, зря, что ли, все это выстраивал? Скажите мне, пожалуйста. Нет. Посмотрите, блядь, кто вернулся-то, а? Кто, блядь, вернулся, нахуй? Ебать. Так, вам въебать или чё? Мне лень им въебывать, пошли не нахуй. А почему здесь пуси? А мне не хватило бы гранат. Мне гранат хватает только на 2 твари. На 3 не хватит. В смысле абузишь? В смысле абузишь, блядь? Чел, я 18 дней играю, блядь. Я нахуй столько всего построил, сколько ты за свою жизнь не построишь, блядь. И имею право теперь этим ебакам просто мимо пролетая факти показывать. Вообще похую, просто похую, блядь. У меня аж дверь открыта, блядь. Я сижу, бухаю, мне вообще похуй.
Sam, do you copy? I've been looking into Clifford Unger and wanted to share my thoughts. To recap, Unger was a U.S. Special Forces operative.
Так.
Whose retirement roughly coincided with the Death Stranding.
Так.
After he left the service, he somehow became involved in the early BB experiments.
Так.
However, he died before they ended.
Так.
Now, while the circumstances surrounding his death are not entirely clear, I'm beginning to suspect that these battlefields of his are at least partially sustained by his enduring emotional attachments. Anger, resentment, regret. I'm pretty sure it's got something to do with the BB experiments. That much seems clear given his repeated attempts to steal loot. Cliff seems to be driven by a compulsion to reclaim our BB, as if that will make him whole again. A compulsion so powerful that he was not only able to drag himself from the depths of hell, but bring a piece of that hell along with him. One thing's for sure, he's nothing like a BT. We need to know the whole story about his death and his connection to the BB experiments. I'll keep digging and let you know what I find, Sam.
Срочно еще, нихуя себе. А мне вообще похуй абсолютно. Пара-па-пара-па-пара-пара-па-пам. Пара-па-парам-па-пара-па-па-пам. То есть, господи, итогу более душный был Хикс или Батя? Ну, Батя, конечно.
Sam, You're not going to believe what I found. It's about the BP experiments, their true purpose. According to official records, they were continued in secret on the order of President Strand, supposedly with the primary objective of developing BT detectors and preventing void-outs.
Да.
Any advancements that could be applied to the fields of chiral communications and beach research were meant to be of purely secondary benefit. But it turns out, that's just a cover story.
Так.
The truth is, Sam, BBs were originally conceived as catalysts for the operation of the chiral network. They're integrated into the infrastructure of Knot cities for that very reason. Every single one you've brought into the fold. It was probably Amelie herself who installed them as she moved west with the first expedition, carrying out her mother's grand plan, making sacrifice after sacrifice on the altar of progress. President Strand told the people what they wanted to hear and did what she thought had to be done. Also, America could be whole again. But I'm starting to wonder if it didn't cost her soul. The chiral network is our greatest creation, our proudest achievement, and our guiltiest sin. I don't know how to feel about it all. Maybe if we knew more about Cliff and the BB experiments, we'd be better placed to judge. I'll be in touch.
Жертвовали детей. Да похуй-то на них, господи, они же даже не рожденные. Да и нормально, да, идем на своем старом атаке. Так даже прикольней. О, кто-то 8 луксов ему поставил.
Hey Sam, I see you're coming up on Lake Knot.
Нет.
Stay strong. We're all rooting for you to finish the job and come home safe. By the way, I've made more progress in a certain investigation.
Ну и что же там?
It seems that Clifford Unger willingly put his own child in the care of the scientists conducting the BB experiments. But he did so completely unaware of their true intentions. This is pure speculation, but I think when Cliff found out about their plans, he attempted to reclaim custody. And after he failed, the BB remained in the program's care. In which case, he would have every reason to bear a grudge towards the president, the woman who allowed it all to happen. Don't you think?
Ну да,
but just because President Strand is dead, doesn't mean his hate died with her. No, I think he redirected it towards Bridges. Towards you and Amelie and anyone close to the director. And now that hate is driving him to set in motion the last Stranding, to bring an end to the world as we know it. Why else would Cliff hold Amelie hostage on the beach? He must know that she's an EE. There's no time to lose. You have to save her and the director. Though I still don't understand how he managed to travel to her beach in the first place. There must be more to their relationship. I'll see what I can find.
Мистер Валентайн пользуется вашим обратным трициклом. В смысле? Каким это, я не понял, моим трициклом он пользуется? Да, погода, конечно, в Америке сегодня просто пиздец.
Delivering cargo. Delivery complete. Displaying performance evaluation.
О, да ладно! Серьезно? 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 Да ну! Всеобщий любимец достижения.
Cargo addressed to Porter awaiting collection.
Открытость. Мы верим в Сэма достижения.
Chiral communications established. Chiral printer is now operational.
Пиццы? Ловец частицы Бога. Окей. Ну, фанаты, что теперь? Чел.
Got a moment, Sam? It's about the director. So there's no way he could have made the jump to Amelie's Beach if they didn't share a strong personal connection, right? Well, I looked, and I couldn't see one. The network should have contained something, anything, but there was nothing whatsoever. His entire life prior to his tenure with Bridges has been redacted. His name, his past, everything. There's no telling who he was. Which led me to consider another possibility. What if it isn't the director and Amelie who have a connection, but the director and Clifford Unger? And what if that connection is what facilitated the director's jump to Amelie's Beach? If it's those two who have a personal history, then it might explain why Cliff is holding the director hostage as well. But even if that were the case, it doesn't answer the bigger question. How the hell did the two of them end up on Amelie's Beach?
Sam, Hartman here. There's something else I'd like you to consider.
Так.
A guess, albeit an educated one, concerning Cliff's objective. Somehow, with the aid of the chiral network, our individual beaches have begun to coalesce, resulting in the formation of a single massive seam. Should this process continue, there is a risk that BTs will flood across into our world, bringing about a death stranding on a heretofore unprecedented scale. Now, Clifford Unger's battlefields and my own beach appear to be unaffected by this phenomenon, existing entirely in isolation. They do not and have never intersected with others. But what if there were another class of beach, one that exists on a higher plane, that was responsible for setting this process
Уже
in
было у
motion?
Нолана сон внутри
And what if
сна.
the beach in question were none other than Amelie's? Cliff may have summoned the director, but I believe his true aim was to seize control of Amelie's Beach, to exploit its power over every other beach, and trigger the last stranding. It's the only rational explanation for Cliff's actions, which is why you have to stop him.
If Hartman's right, then we're in serious trouble. Using the chiral network in Amelie's Beach to trigger the last stranding? That's why Higgs went after Amelie, wasn't it? If it was Cliff who put him up to it. Yeah, it all fits. With the last stranding, he'll finally have his revenge against the world that stole his life and his child. You've got to stop him, Sam. You've got to make the jump to Amelie's Beach as soon as possible.
Так вы перестаньте мне звонить.
It's our only hope. If you can't,
Каждые 2 минуты перестаньте звонить, тогда я быстрее оттуда доеду. Ужас. Ну опять что ли? Да ёпрасоте. Ну я сейчас не готов. Ну пиздец, киты полетели.
Привет. Это я воровальный. Я украл у тебя печень, пока дверь была открыта. Нужно держать дверь открытой. Тихо сделал и ушел, называется, нашел me.
right. Be yourself.
Be yourself. Что-то. Be yourself.
I need you to hand it over.
Shoot him, John. Shoot him! I gave you an order. Shoot him!
Так уже же была, так, по-моему, название такое, нет? Просто Унгер был. Ну ладно. Ну что, как думаете, они будут на деревьях? Нормально тебе? А, и все? То есть гранаты его дамажили. Ну что, теперь ты готов поговорить? Поговорить.
Baby, we're getting out of here. I promise. Give me back my baby.
Are you clear of hunger?
Who are you?
father.
They told me your name was Sam Porter. But you were Sam Bridges. My bridge to the future. Sam, you bring people together. You're their bridge to the future. Come on, Sam. Stand up. Take BB and get out of this place. There's nothing I can do for your wife. I'm sorry. If she orders me to do something, I have to do it. I have to. But I served under you first. And your family doesn't deserve this. Any of this. Why are you helping me? If they catch you. Because you saved my life, sir. Again and again. When the brass sent us into the jaws of hell, it was you that brought us home.
Ебать, я бегал.
Sam, are you okay? I reviewed your logs. It looks like you were caught in a supercell and emerged an instant later on the other side of Ground Zero. Not far from Port Knot City.
How'd I wind up here then?
Remember Victor? He found you lying unconscious by the harbor and brought you inside.
I think Cliff might be Lou's father. He said, give me back my BB.
Impossible. Cliff was born...
He gave me this. Maybe he's trying to tell us something. Something about the BBs, maybe. About how they were made. It didn't feel like he was trying to hurt us. It felt like he just wanted to talk.
But you said you saw him holding the director captive on the beach.
Yeah. They must have some history we don't know about. Them and Bridget.
Funny you should say that. I've got something you should see. Found it in the archives while I was digging around. It's a pre-recorded message from the director labeled, "If I don't come back."
All right. This message is insurance, in case something happens to me. For Bridget's eyes only. And I sure as hell hope that's who's watching. I got a little present from Emily. Said she'd take me to the beach if I wanted. But I'd need this doll to show me the way. It's a trap. It has to be. But I've decided to play along. You've all been playing along too, haven't you? You know this mask hides more than just my face.
Morgan Freeman?
Well, Emily's a blank slate too. No past, no record she ever existed. She's a ghost. And the thing about ghosts, I never met Emily in person. Have you? Ever seen her in the flesh, shook her hand, touched her? The original team we sent was divided into two groups. Emily was with the first. Mama and Hartman were with the second. They had no direct contact with her.
Нет, это не Уилл Смит. Если бы это Уилл Смит, он бы ёбнул, поебал.
Was wiped out in Edgenorth City. Everyone but her. Everyone who could say whether or not she exists.
Bullshit. She's real. We touched, all right? She and I both.
Well, I've only ever interacted with her hologram.
I'm telling you, I've met her. In person. Lots of times when I was little.
Yes, but on the beach.
Here's what the president had to say about her daughter. Emily was born on the beach. There her ka remained, though her ha came to this world. This division of body and soul forced her to spend most of her childhood in the hospital. But though her health was poor, her dooms numbers were off the charts. Her supernatural talents blossomed as she grew older and overcame her limitations. But by the time she was 20, she could travel to and from the beach, body and all. And that's where she started spending all of her time. Now, if you wanted to get in touch with Emily, it was via hologram or nothing. The president insisted on that. I swore an oath to the president and to America. As far as I was concerned, her word was law. So when she said Emily was her daughter and the best candidate to succeed her, I believed it. But when the archives were restored, I couldn't resist testing out my access privileges. And that's how I found out. Bridget was diagnosed with uterine cancer in her 20s and couldn't have children. You see, doesn't add up, does it? There's no way Emily could be Bridget's biological daughter. So where'd she come from? Who is she? Is she even real? How can we be sure that Emily is an extinction entity when we don't even know if Emily is Emily? Hell, for all I know, the EE theory might be bullshit. But if it's not, if she's the cause of the death stranding, then I have to accept her invitation. I've loaded my gun with hermetic rounds. Sam's blood. It connects my gun to her, to me, to him, all of us. Which means I should be able to take it with me to the beach. I'm gonna stop what she started by stopping her. One last confession. I'm just a man. No powers, nothing special. Don't have dooms, I can't repatriate like Sam either. Don't know the first thing about dying, I had never tried it. Yeah. I've been to hell. Every single battlefield was hell. But no matter how terrible it got, I never died. Because all I ever did was run from death. Well, I gotta go. She's calling for me. Bridges, don't let me down.
Нихуя непонятно, что я могу сказать. Нихуя непонятно.
After he recorded this, the director jumped to the beach. Or rather, Amelie summoned him there.
He had a gun to Bridget when I saw him. Then Cliff showed up, took him away.
I thought he went to the beach to confront Amelie.
Спасибо, Спиритов,
she
Шелин, за
was
10
there
лет.
too. She was the one who got me out.
It's so obvious to me now. I can't believe I didn't see it sooner. It was Amelie who...
What happened?
The chiral network dropped out. According to Lakna, it won't be long before it's completely unusable.
So all our hard work was for nothing.
Let me finish what I was saying, Sam.
I'll tell him.
Fragile. You look like shit. You should be resting.
I know. I need to tell you something. I had a little chat with Higgs back on the beach. Didn't take much to make him talk.
You say why he betrayed you?
He said it was part of her plan.
What?
She was their leader. The terrorist void-outs, the whole extinction agenda, Amelie was behind it all.
Like hell she was.
I know you don't want to believe it, but it lines up with what Die Hard Man said. Higgs turned on me after he met Amelie. At first, he was looking to expand his territory, and I had a power he could use. At least, that's how he ended up working with me. He was no terrorist. He just wanted to reach more people. But then she shows up with abilities that put mine to shame. Hell, she could even control BTs. So Higgs decides to go with her. And that's when she turned him into her agent of extinction.
Amelie gave Higgs his power.
Yep, she made him her homo demons.
What about Bridget? You care to tell me what she was doing on the beach? You got an answer for that too?
I know it's a lot to swallow. But Higgs said himself that Amelie is an extinction entity. I looked inside his pod, and there was no BB in there. Take a good look at what was. It's the same doll Die Hard Man had. This is their bridge baby. There's this idea that the terrorists brought back BB tech and Bridges was just following suit. It's garbage. Their methods and yours are completely different. Your BB links you to the world of the dead. Their doll links them to Amelie and her beach.
You know who else had dolls like this? Cliff. He was carrying them on the battlefields. Cliff, Higgs, the director. All three of them were drawn in and controlled by this extinction entity. And who is this EE really? Is it Bridget? Is it Amelie?
Никого не смущает, что они просто похожи как две капли воды, нет?
What she wants and why.
Только меня одного это смущает, да?
If we get to the bottom of that, then maybe we can still avert the last stranding.
You've got to find her, Sam.
Whoever she really is.
She's waiting for you on the beach. Hurry back east.
Да, толстяк и фреджайл, да. Как 2 капли воды просто. Бриджит и Амелия. Я с самого начала, как-то у меня были какие-то мысли, что типа это один и тот же... Одно и то же.
Sam, the connection's unstable, so I'll keep this short. We have a job for you. Fragile's condition is deteriorating. If she slips into a coma, there's a chance her soul might become stranded on the beach. She needs cryptobiotes fast. Luckily for us, Fragile Express keeps a stockpile there in Port North City. So we'd like you to grab some for us while you're in the area. All the details are on the terminal upstairs.
Ну, слава богу, господи, обычная доставочка, слава богу. Я уж соскучился. Так, старьевщик, хочу ее вернуть. Эй, Сэм, ты все еще вольная пташка, гуляешь сам по себе, если честно, мне уже немного одиноко. Да, знаю, пока она была рядом, я только и делал, что плакался, но теперь у меня душа не на месте. Впрочем, у тебя с Амелией все много хуже, моя-то хоть недалеко. И поэтому я, стисну зубы, прошу прощения, уговорю ее вернуться. Пожелаю мне удачи, дружище, она мне понадобится. Don't do it, man. Don't do it. О, это террористы здесь уже тусят, нихуя. Вам нормально вообще? А мулов куда дели? Земля прям рыжая вся стала какая-то. Кто? Ну и чё? Ну окей. И чё? И чего? И что? И чего? Ну и чего? Что ты лазерами из глаз умеешь стрелять или что? А, победите, тварь. А. О, оно срет, оно дрищет как каким-то калом. Ладно, я беру свои слова назад. Этот босс более бесполезный, чем предыдущий. Да кидай, чё ты? Давай, ну. Гранатомет есть? Во, давай, хорош. Молодца. Скоростной контур, не, это не надо, спасибо. Ну, всплывай давай, алло. Насосал, так всплывай. Чё ты? Вот тянет и тянет. Все, давай, домой. О, это сюда. Это мое.
Yes, you did it, Sam. Oh, I could kiss you, you sweet son of a bitch.
Не надо.
I thought it was all over.
Это мне. Сюда. Все это закончится, буду хинкали, буду оптовиком хинкальным. А может даже и монополистом, на самом-то деле. Может даже и монополистом. Снова 20 секунд песни. Ладно, вру, 10.
Thank heavens
Fragile's been in a coma for a while now. But with all these cryptobiotes you brought, we should be able to bring her round. And with any luck, it'll only take a few more to get her back on her feet. You did well, Sam.
Она ждет тебя на берегу достижения.
Sam.
You're back. It must have been one hell of a journey.
Во френд-зону обратно.
But now the whole team is together again.
The whole team? Die Hardman too?
Too much traveling to and from beaches in such a short span. Chiral matter contaminated her cells, effectively causing jet lag on a molecular level. Because of that, her homeostatic mechanisms were shaken. Don't worry, she's not in any danger, but she needs some rest.
Что ты делал, что я вообще переживал? Меня вообще поебать.
So where's the director?
He's being looked after in another room. Bridges personnel found him lying outside the isolation ward. Similar to when you came back from Cliff's Beach. Even after decontamination, she needed more and more time to recover.
Это как кот у меня прямо спит, ему так берешь корм перед носом, такой...
Hungry.
Thanks. Looks like you need me after all. Who'd have thought? Anyway, clock's ticking. Am I right? Sam's here. The Great Deliverer. The only one who can reach Amelie's Beach.
You're in no condition to do this. It's not fair to you or Sam.
In my own search for Amelie's Beach, I have come to realize something extraordinary. If beaches were likened to a multiverse, hers would appear to exist on a higher plane than ours. I can walk the beaches of others, but hers is beyond my reach. It's invisible, inaccessible, even to Fragile, I fear. Imagine it as a circulatory system, if you will. Each of our beaches is a single capillary. But Amelie's Beach is the heart that pumps blood to the rest of us. Capillaries are subordinate to the greater whole. A whole governed by the heart, which gives direction, which dictates flow, which dictates everything, controls everything. Don't you see? She is in control.
Ты потише будь.
You may be able to travel against the flow and reach her, but having done so, if she does not wish to let you go, if she wishes to keep you, she can.
Fragile and Die Hardman broke free from her beach, didn't they?
I don't think it was any different from what happened to you. I didn't get out because I wanted to. I was forced out, repatriated, if you will, by her.
Forced out? Why?
This is only a theory, but she wants you to go to her. That's her final wish, don't you think?
So that's it, huh? Amelie's the EE, and this is her endgame. Just so we're clear, if if I want to stop the last Stranding and come back in one piece. I need to go to her beach and talk her out of it. That about right?
Correct. As cliche as it sounds, you're our only hope. Though quite frankly, I doubt even you can change her mind.
If you can't make her see reason, you'll have to kill her. And if you kill her...
You'll save the world, but you'll be stranded outside of it. Forever.
Стариги.
Might as well make it official then. You ready to deliver the package? I'll talk to her. Maybe she'll listen. But with the shape the world's in, it'll only be delaying the inevitable. Still, if it buys us time to try and build something better, a new lease on life, at least for a little bit, well, I can think of one woman who made the most of a chance like that. Nothing lasts forever, not even the world. But we gotta keep it going as long as we can, right? Patch the holes, change the parts, all that. So we can say we had a good run, that we lived.
Thought you didn't like having to handle things with care.
Because it was hard enough keeping my own shit together. Back when we met at the cave, the only thing I cared about was making it to the next sunrise. Sure as hell didn't care about America or the future. I was living a lie, hung up on past regrets. I was broken. But somewhere along the way, I started changing. Started meeting people that made me think that maybe it wasn't all bad. People that put their faith in tomorrow, and in me. That kept the lights on, and waited for hope to arrive. So I gotta deliver, for their sake.
Even if it means you never come back?
Fucked if I do, fucked if I don't, right?
Это конец игры уже или чё?
I will.
Couldn't find a working still mother east of Port Knot City. Kid's done enough. No more.
All right. I'll do my best to nurse our little one back to health.
Okay, concentrate.
Я просто думал оффать, типа, и на завтра финал оставить. То есть тут уже финал.
Reach for her, Sam. Feel her. I know you love her. You love her. There.
Уже записали про 15 глав, а сейчас 13 только. Мысли Сэма в этот момент. Блять, покакать забыл.
Sam. There you are.
Я микрочел?
You wanna go home? Let's go home. It's okay. I know the way.
Амелия Васян только что была. А, то есть еще 3 эпизода впереди. Ё-моё. Сейчас Сиротакос вылезет или что? Может, все-таки офнуть? И завтра это спокойно все сделать? И посмотреть видосы сектантские? Ну просто, блядь, 3 часа ночи уже. Ну, тут, я вижу, что большинство пишет, что тут еще типа часа на 2. Я думаю, что лучше офнуть. Так, а почему я не могу сохранить? Ну, хотя, наверное... Ну да. Остановить вымирание. Ну, я сейчас не очень готов воспринимать все это. Давайте завтра лучше. Завтра спокойно, понимаешь, посмотрим видосы потом. И вот это все. Сегодня не так достаточно было. Ладно, так, чат, спасибо огромное, что смотрели. Завтра приходите на финал и на всякие разборы сектантских видосов и прочее. Ну, если время останется, то можно там будет еще что-нибудь поделать, например, не знаю, факторию, например, пощупать чуть-чуть. Зависит от того, как пойдет. Вот. Круто посидели, спасибо вам. Спокойной ночи, хороших выходных. До завтра. Пока-пока.